Come on, come on. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Give y'all a second to get in here. Sorry we 2 minutes late on Color People Time. God bless y'all. God bless y'all on tonight. If for those that don't know me, I go by Pastor BJ Brosby James. This is let us introduce.
How you doing? I'm Joy. Pleasure having you guys here this evening. Please come on in. Share this word. Share this video. You're in for a treat.
I have to say this before we go. Two things I want to say before we go a step further. The first thing is thank you guys for all the prayers that's been going on. Crystal, what's going on? Miss Cynthia, hey, how y'all doing? But thank you guys for all the prayers. I have yet to be live for an entire week. The reason why is because I've been extremely sick. Nose has been bleeding and all kind of health issues going on. So still battling. I'm not at 100%, but I thank God for this opportunity, for everything that He's doing. So we're just praying that God continue to strength. Before we get into our segment on tonight, what we're going to talk about, I have to say this. The second thing is, and we were riding in the car on the way. The scenery is different because we're at my grandparents' house. We got family behind us watching us live, so we're a little nervous. Y'all gotta forgive us. But seriously, as we were riding here, and God began to speak as we were riding on the way out here to Katy, and I just shouted out. She'll tell you, I just shouted out, "Not my family." Just to be honest and transparent with you guys, that both of us have been experiencing extreme attacks in our family. Amen. And I was having a conversation with my aunt not too long ago. We were all sitting down eating just like literally an hour ago. And I said, we have to get out of the habit of being selfish. We become so selfish even within our families that we only pray for us. Yeah. When we're going through and we stop praying for our brothers, we stop praying for our sisters, our cousins, our parents, our grandparents. And so we want you guys to declare on tonight, because that's just in my spirit, not my family. Listen, there comes a time where you just got to start pleading over your family, over your situation, and you just say, it's not going to be us. It's not going to be us. I'm not going to wake up and see my family on the news. I'm not going to wake up to getting that phone call of my y'all gonna act bougie on here tonight, like y'all ain't got nobody in y'all family that y'all need to pray for, that y'all need to lift up. And you might be the person in your family that everybody needs to pray for. Y'all better talk back to us on this thing tonight. And so what do we have to declare? That it's not going to be my family. It's not going to be my family. The devil has been trying, because understand this, that when you try your best to live for God, because people always love to say that, oh, it's the pastor's family, it's the preacher's family, and it's all of this and that. Yeah. But if you live for God, understand this. Who do you think that the devil is really going to be after? You. Because if he can watch this, if he can get that family to do wrong, or he can get that family to be caught up in situations, then what it does, it makes people say, oh, they couldn't even live it. Right. They couldn't even be holy. So you guys pray for your leaders, pray for your leaders' family, and pray for your family as a whole, because y'all, we are in a dangerous time right now. We are in a dangerous time. We wake up every day. We don't even know if we're going to war. We don't even know what's getting ready to happen. It's like we're living day by day, y'all. So what we need you guys to do is just start intercessing right now on the behalf of your family, on the behalf of your friends. Just start intercessing. And so we decree and declare. I'm going to shout it myself. I know she's going to shout it, because we've been talking about not my family. Not mine. Not my family. Saying you can't have my family. It's not going to happen. I'm not saying to go move on somebody, but not my family. I can't speak for nobody else. And Joshua said, as for me and my house, we going to serve the Lord. So we just want to open up on tonight, God. We got a wonderful topic on tonight we want to lift up, we want to talk about. So many people have been asking questions, and so tonight is the night for you guys to get your answers. Again, thank y'all, everybody, for joining. Miss Veronica, JJ, Mandy, oh, Miss Sherry's on here. God bless all of y'all on tonight. We finna lift it up. The title of the segment is, y'all gotta forgive me, my grandmother in the background. Like this is amazing. It's so amazing. The title of this segment on tonight is My Pain Made My Prosperity. Yeah. Somebody just declared that. My pain made my prosperity. My pain made my prosperity. They asked, well, why would you guys say that? Why would you use that? And the reason why we use that is because understand this, that right now we are in a painful situation. It's extremely tough because we can't see the prosperity. Y'all better talk back to me on tonight. It's hard to believe because we can't see the prosperity. We can't see the blessings, because if we could see the blessings, then it would make the situation that much easier. But we understand that that is how God works. That is how God moves. So understand that everything that you are experiencing right now, all the problematic situations that you are going through right now, that you are currently facing, it is what's preparing you for your prosperity. Because if we never go through anything, then we won't be able to appreciate anything. So Joy got a scripture she wanted to lift up, and we're going to talk about it. The first one, First Peter, it's 1 Peter 5, and it's starting at the verse number 10. 1 Peter 5, verse number 10. Y'all listen to this on tonight, and let this bless you, because what we have to realize and what we have to understand is that God has a plan for our life. Oftentimes we find ourselves in places where we feel like that the pain is going to overbear us, or we're going to continue to deal with this for the rest of our life. God say, no, this is only preparation for your blessing. But I need you to understand that you have to go through this. Bishop Greg, what's going on, man? I need you guys to understand that we have to go through this, because the only way out is through. Somebody gonna miss that right there. Somebody gonna miss that right there. The only way out is through. If you never go through, then you'll never understand what it is to get out. So here it is. It's not that why can't I get out of this? Just know that when I get out of this, I'm going to be better. Right. This is just a testament of my faith. So she has a scripture we're going to lift up. Y'all be blessed on tonight.
1 Peter 5 and 10, coming out of the King James Version. But the God of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you.
I love this. I love this so much. Somebody's going to miss that. They're going to miss that key to shout right here. Watch this. The scripture says, after this. Somebody missing that. They missing that already. Here it is. We want the blessings first, but we don't want to go through anything. Yeah. The Bible declares that after we go through, then we can be blessed. The reason why you're going through what you're going through is because here, my grandfather used to say, people want the bang before the buck. Yeah. They put the buck before the bang. And what happens with a lot of us is that we never go through anything, and we've yet to wonder why we have not been blessed. We yet to realize why we aren't receiving this, because we never endure anything. Because if you can't endure anything, then you will never understand what it is to appreciate something. Yeah. And so I'll say it like this. We'll break it down for y'all. Somebody says, I desire to be married. I desire to have this amazing relationship, this amazing family, and all of these. But here it is. Watch this. You wonder why you're dealing with so many bad boyfriends. Right. You wonder why you're dealing with so many hellacious women that cheat and that like to do all of these things. You wonder why you're being abused by all of these people. Because God say, after this, you will get your blessing. Right. Somebody gonna miss that right there. The reason why you're going through it, the reason why you're dealing with it, is because God say, I'm setting you up for your blessing. But a lot of us don't realize that we're being set up. We think we're being set up so somebody can take something from us. But God say, you are being set up for your blessing. This is just a testament of your faith.
That's it. What's that song? You will get glory after this.
After this, there it is. After this, you will receive glory. And so what we have to learn how to do and understand, because when you're going through pain, when you're going through certain situations, it gets so hard to bear. You're talking to people, you're trying to receive counseling from your spiritual advisors and all of this. But one thing she wanted to lift up, and I'm going to shut up on this, because y'all know how my mouth can be. Y'all know how I can get a little bit too raw. But one thing we wanted to lift up is, here it is right here. Watch this. Hook up with people that can identify with you through experience. Exactly. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me right there. Yeah. You have to hook up with people that can identify with you through experience. What are you saying, BJ? Stop hooking up with folks trying to seek counseling and guidance from folks that ain't been through what you're going through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't teach me nothing. How you gonna help me? And you ain't been through it.
That's it.
How can you teach me?
That's it.
Blind leading the blind.
That's it. What happens is, watch this, we're seeking help, we're seeking guidance from folks that ain't never been through what it is that we're going through. Baby, if you ain't never lost a child, if you ain't never dealt with drugs or alcohol, then how can you tell me to deal with this? If you ain't never been divorced, if you ain't never had more bills than money, then how is it that you can tell me this? Stop letting people just talk to you and they have yet to experience what it is you're going through. Now we're frustrated with them, but we're not realizing. And see, let's talk about it, because church folks, church folks, y'all ain't gonna talk to us on tonight. Church folks, this is what church folks do. Oh, baby, hang in there.
It's gonna be all right.
Oh, this the biggest one.
Comfort.
Oh, I know what you're going through. Yeah. Oh, I know exactly what you're going through. Baby, the devil is a lie. How is it that you know what I'm going through and you ain't experienced that thing? So what are you saying? Stop hooking up with folks that ain't been through what you've been through. Exactly. That have yet to go through what you're going through. Because what you have to understand that you are in a season of your life where you need kingdom connections. And kingdom connections come with authenticity and authority. You hooking up and you talking to folks that don't have no power. Stop hooking up with folks that can't cast out demons. They can't see what you're going through. And all they want to say, baby, just hold on. What am I holding on to? Is there anybody on this thing like us that have never been there? That have never been there? Folks love to tell you, hold on. Hold on. Oh, you gotta hold on. Hold on. And see what happens with us is that we find ourselves dealing with these things over and over again and talking to people, and we wonder why we're stuck. God said you gotta hook up with some folks that have been through what you've been through. Stop. If they ain't been delivered from drugs, then they can help you out of it. But if they ain't never had a drug addiction, if they ain't never had problems, because what happens with church folks is they love to paint pretty pictures.
Make it look good.
Y'all ain't gonna talk back to us on this thing tonight. They love to paint pretty pictures. And so here it is. If they cannot identify through experience, now they can comfort you, they can pray for you, but with a connection that's different. Exactly. Somebody missed that. They can comfort you, but they cannot connect to you. And the reason why they cannot connect to you is because they have yet to been through what you've been through. Here it is. I tell you on today, a lady inboxed me asking things about her fiance getting ready to get married and all of this. Now, the stuff that she was telling me and she was explaining to me, I've never been through. Right. So guess what I did?
You sent it to somewhere that can help her.
Send her somewhere. To somebody can help. Now, I can pray for you.
I can pray for you all day.
But as far as identifying with your crisis, as far as identifying with what it is that you're going through, I got to go to God.
Right.
And I got to send you to somebody that has been through what you've been through. And so what happens is the reason why we suffer so long is because here it is. We ain't hooked up with nobody that is yet to get out. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We've made friends with people in the pit. We've made friends with people in our pain. And so here it is. We can't get out because we following them and they don't know how to get out, but they just have a better way of hiding that they lost. They just have a better way of hiding that they are in pain. And so the reason why we all stuck, we all try, is because nobody want to be real enough to say, guess what? I don't even know how to get out. God, I'm stuck and I'm just going to be real and say, God, look, I need some help. Send me somebody that can help me get out of this thing. And so is there anybody on this thing right now that needs God to send them some kingdom connections? My brother Jeremy, he always say that. He say, man, this is a season for kingdom connections.
It is.
So, oh, y'all know I get excited after this, because we want you guys to be conscious enough to realize that you're going to have to suffer. I'm sick of going to churches. I'm sick of talking to pastors. We're sick of going to events and everybody's teaching and preaching on prosperity, but nobody wants to talk about pain. Baby, the only way you can get to, like they going to lose members, like ain't nobody going to put no money in the collection plate. Baby, you got to learn how to tell people that, watch this, when you accept Jesus, you going to find yourself in some pain. You're going to find yourself in some problems. But what's wrong with a lot of folks is that they too scared to tell y'all that you're going to have to go through something. Here it is. It's going to be a process. Yeah. It's going to be a process. I don't need nobody telling me that, oh, yeah, God going to rain down from heaven and give you all that. No, but there's some work that you're going to have to do. God going to bless you with a husband. Yeah, but tell me that he going to put that burden boyfriend that's going to take everything from me.
Because most of the people, they going to think like me. When you say rain down, I'm gonna think I go outside. I'm finna get $1 million.
Come on
new
now.
Car, new house, new man, all that. You just everything just new, but you have to go through the process.
You have to be tried before you can get to anything. You have to be tried. So what we want you guys to realize is that you're gonna have to go through something in order to get something.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Because here it is. If you never go through nothing, then you will never realize what it is to appreciate something.
How would I appreciate something that I don't go and I never went through?
You never went through it. Never had to work for it. No. And that what was wrong with the children of Israel. God sent Joshua, he told them, I gave you wars that you never picked up a sword and fought in. I gave you land and harvest that you never even had to plow for. And so what's wrong with a lot of people, and here it is, watch this, they are extremely ungrateful. So what we have to learn how to do is understand that God has taken us through this for a reason. Yeah. Is there anybody that just want to declare, after I go through this, my blessing is on the other side? The reason why you stuck at that job is because God wants you to be humble where you are. Because if you can humble yourself where you are, then he can send you somewhere that is better.
Right.
After this, After this, don't try to put your prosperity before the process, because what happens is anything rushed ain't worth having.
Say that again.
Anything rushed that ain't happened. If you ain't never been in a situation where a man didn't love you, then you will never appreciate a man that's trying to love you.
Okay.
Y'all ain't talking back to me on this thing. If you ain't never had a woman take everything from you, then you not gonna understand what it is to appreciate somebody that's trying to give everything to you, that's trying to pour everything back into you. So understand this: the problems that you are facing right now is only a setup for what God is getting ready to do in your life.
Exactly.
It is only a setup for what God is getting ready to take you. But what we want you guys to realize is that after this, and I love the scripture because it says after you have suffered. Mm-hmm. See, it's a difference from having a problem and being in pain. Y'all ain't talking back to us on tonight. Yeah. It's a difference from having a problem and being in pain. Watch this. When you got a problem, that's something that you just deal with. You try to do everything you can in your power. But when you are in pain, you are crying out and say, send me some help. Yeah. So suffering is attached to pain. What are you saying? God say after you have been through pain, after your situation has basically been on life support, right? After it has reached a dead end, then here it is. I can come in and give you something. But first, you're going to have to suffer.
You're going to have to. Because you gotta give me the glory at the end.
Yes.
You can't say that, after I didn't suffer for so long, yes, I have to use you.
Yes.
And I feel good when God used me, because I know if he using me, he's actually taking me to a place and he's going to get the glory, and I'm going to appreciate it more.
Yes.
And I know who I'm going to look to.
Yes.
I know who I'm going to give the honor to,
yes,
and that's him. So I have to appreciate the suffering. And as I'm going through, it may hurt, it may be bearing to me, but I have to appreciate
yes,
it, because for one,
yes,
he's using you.
That's it.
And you already know this is just temporary.
Yes.
We can't think that this is just a permanent thing. This is just temporary.
Say that.
And I know this hurt and my pain is just temporary.
So,
and he gonna get the glory at the end, and I'm gonna get the praise and the reward.
So I'm suffering, but he won't let me suffocate. Ah, man, somebody missed that. You're right there. The shot.
But you can't live a suffocated life.
You're suffering, but he's not going to allow you to suffocate. What are you saying? You're going through it, but he's not going to allow it to kill you. What's wrong with a lot of us, and I talk about myself, I feel like that some of these situations are dying. I feel like that some of this stuff is trying to kill me. God say, no, you're suffering, but you are not suffocating. I am not going to let it kill you in this season, because you're getting ready to walk into the greatest season of your life. Y'all don't hear us on this thing today. What you have to realize is that if God sends you through something, then you know that it is a blessing on the other side. All he wants you to do is realize that, watch this, you got to learn. Paul say, I take pleasure.
Yeah.
I take pleasure in necessities. I take pleasures in reproaches. I take pleasures in iniquities. Why? Because when I am weak, that is when God is strong. See, we ain't got to that point yet in our faith where we realize when we are going through these things, when we are suffering with addictions, when we are suffering with drug habits, when we are just suffering with ailments, when we are suffering with flesh, when we are suffering with sin, God say, watch this, when you are weak, that is when I'm strong. I do my best work when you're
weak.
Oh my God.
When you're weak.
Oh my God. Somebody needs to just allow him to work. God say that's when I can do my best work. When you feel like you can't have no outcome of your situation. When you feel like, watch this, you ain't got nothing else to lose. Oh my God. God say that's when I do my best work. It's when you can't do it no more on your own. When you can't fix it. When you can't get out of this thing. So understand that the suffering is not for no reason. My pain is what paved the way to my prosperity. What are you saying? My prosperity was built on the back of my pain. There will be glory after this. So it says in the scripture, it says that, we're going to get out of here, y'all. We ain't going to be long. It says that, watch this.
Which one?
After the same one, 1 Peter 5 and 10. It says that after you have suffered, after you have suffered, watch what he says I'm going to do for you. Somebody need to get ready to receive this. He says, after you have suffered, this is what I'm going to do to you. Understand that this is what's getting ready to come on the other side of your pain. You've been dealing with pain. You've been dealing with issues. You've been dealing with so many ailments. You've been dealing with so many things. And I know y'all dealing with it because we're dealing with it on a daily basis. on a daily basis. I told you, this has been one of the greatest attacks of our life on every angle, on every end. It seems like that every time we turn around, it's another attack, it's another situation, it's something else that we're trying to get through. And so what we need you guys to realize is that you are not the only one going through it. There's people on this feed that will never admit it, that will never say anything, but we are all in a time, watch this, where we are under the attack of the enemy. Why? Because we are conscious enough and we are gaining more knowledge of God. So the more we gain, the more the enemy tries to take. But God say, watch this, on the other side of your pain, on the other side of your suffering, on the other side of all your problematic and your adverse situations, this is what's getting ready to happen. He says, after you have suffered, I will make you perfect. Yeah. After you have suffered, I will make you perfect. What are you saying? Watch this. You might have had some flaws. You might have had some scars. But when I get ready to present you, you're not going to look like what you've been through. Y'all missing it right there. You might have failed a long time ago. Your credit score might have been jacked up. But God say, when you get to the other side of your suffering, when you get to the other side of your pain, I will make you perfect. What are you saying? I'm going to take everything that wasn't and make it so. I'm going to take everything that the enemy thought he took from you, everything that the enemy tried to despise against you. I'm going to take all of that. But only after you have suffered will I make you perfect.
Right.
People don't want to talk about perfection. They don't want to talk about perfection. But God said, watch this, you can be perfect through my will, through my way. But what I need you to understand is that it's only after you have suffered. It's only after you have been tried. It's only after you have went through so many things that I will step in and take everything that the enemy used against you. Here it is. Joseph, you meant it for my evil.
But God turned it around for my good.
You meant it for my evil.
But God turned it around for my good.
What we have to realize is that it don't matter what the devil meant it for. It don't matter what the devil had a plot to do against you. It does not matter what he tried to do, what he tried to say, what he tried to steal, what he tried to destroy. You got to be conscious enough to say everything that the enemy tried to use against me for my evil,
God turned it around.
God will turn it around for my good. Is there anybody on this thing tonight that just want God to do? We're going to do this real quick. Can we turn around? Can we turn around? Can we turn around? If you're watching this at home, just turn around. If you in your car, please don't make no U-turn because I don't want you to have no red. But if you in your car, just turn your finger around. Just turn your finger around. Just say, God, shift. God, shift right now in my life. God, turn some situations around. Here it is, God, I've been through the storm. I've been through the rain. I've been through the pain. I've suffered. And now, God, I need to be shifted into the greatest season of my life. Y'all don't hear us on this thing. I need to be shifted into the greatest season of my life. So God said, you have some things to look forward to. You have some things to look forward to. Because oftentimes people don't want to tell you, but when you go through the process, you have some things to look forward to. Understand that God is the potter and we are the clay. Now, you might not look like nothing right now. Yeah.
Now feel like
come on now. You might not feel like nothing right now. Everybody just see you look like you going around in circles. But what they didn't understand is that God was molding you.
just in the midst.
God was just in the midst, shaping you, forming you into whatever it is that he wanted you to be. It was already predestined. It was already predetermined. Pastor Carl Davis preached this morning. Before you came out of your mother's womb, I had already ordained you. What did you say? God already has a plan for your life. God already has a purpose for your life. But what he wants us to realize is, watch this, this only comes after we have been tried. So there comes a great shift. You have something to look forward to. There is hope for your future. There is hope for your tomorrow. Matter of fact, before we get off this broadcast, you can get a breakthrough. You can get a release. God say, after your pain, I will make you perfect.
Establish.
I will establish. And so let's stay there. Let's stay there. He says, I will establish. What are you saying? I will settle you. But understand that before you can be established, you have to understand what it is to be rejected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all don't hear us. If you ain't never been rejected from nothing, then being established won't mean nothing to you. But is there anybody on this broadcast tonight that says, I have been rejected? I have been told no time and time again. Everybody keeps telling me what I'm not going to have, what I'm not going to do, what I'm not going to become. But God say, after you have been rejected, then I will establish you. Then I will make your name known amongst great men. But this is only after you have been rejected. Is there anybody that say, I'm tired of being rejected? I'm tired of being let down. And I'm ready for God to establish me. I'm ready for God. Somebody give me my own.
Exactly.
Give me my own. Establish me that it's there. That it's concrete, that it ain't no pop-up, that it won't go no way. That means that it's going to be on the news, it's going to be in the paper, it's going to be on social media, no matter where you look. An establishment means that it is solidified, mean that it is authentic, mean that what are you saying? That it's real, it's legit. Is there anybody looking for a legit blessing? Oh, God, send me something legit.
I am.
I don't need nothing fake or phony. I don't need, watch this, something that's going to come and go. God, send me something real. Send me something real. Send me, I forgot she could see me. Send me something real. Y'all don't hear me on this thing tonight. Send me something real. And so what God say, I'm getting ready to send you something legit, but it's only after you've had something phony.
Yeah.
It's only after you've had something fake. Because watch this, when you can decipher what a fake is, then you know that the real holds so much value.
Yeah. And you can already just call it out when you already dealt with some fake.
That's, oh my God, you can spot it from a mile away. You can spot it from a mile away.
Yeah.
And so here it is. Because before we go there, I'm going to stay on established. And I love this because Isaiah, in the book of Isaiah, he says, like, watch this. We were talking about this earlier. Your faith is worth more than the weight of gold. Oh my God, somebody gonna miss that right there. He says that your faith is worth more than the weight of gold. What are you saying? Your faith has more value than gold. Now, understand in the biblical days that gold was the currency. Gold was the most expensive.
Yeah.
It meant a whole lot. It was worth a whole lot. But God said your faith is worth more than money. Y'all don't hear. Your faith is worth more than your job. Your faith is worth more than your career. Your faith is worth more than anything materialistic. If you have faith, then you are able to get anything out of life that you can get.
Just thought about something like the faith that we have to learn that our worth in it.
Yes.
To know that we're going to get over it.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Stay down.
Yeah.
Stay down.
Yeah.
Your faith is what unlocks doors. Your faith is what moves mountains. What are you saying? As long as I value my faith, then I know that whatever the outcome is going to be greater than what I'm facing right now. Whatever the outcome is, it's going to be blessed. It's going to be established. It's going to be made worth more because why? I have found value in my faith. Somebody say value in my faith.
Value in my faith.
So we almost through, y'all. We almost through. God bless y'all on tonight. Share it if it's blessing y'all. Share it if it's helping somebody. Get this word out there. Let's bless somebody on tonight, y'all. God bless y'all so much. It says, I will make you perfect. I will establish you. Then I will strengthen you. Is there anybody that needs some strength? Is there anybody that say, God, I have been weak so long? Our lady inboxed me today, said she's at the end. She getting ready to lose her mind. And people act bougie. They act like they ain't never been there. People act like that. I need strength right now.
Yes.
Dealing with so much with my family, dealing with so much with my finances, dealing with so much with my friends. God, I need strength right now. But God say, watch this. When you realize that you're weak, that's when I will strengthen you. And so what this lady was saying is that I'm getting ready to lose my mind. I literally lost everything. I don't know what it is that's going on. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. And I told her, I said, you have to learn how to get back to the place of where you met God at. We were talking about that last night. Get back to the place of where you met God at when you first had a real experience. Yes, that childlike faith. When you first had that encounter with God, how you were ready to run through walls, how you were ready to climb buildings, jump over bridges and all these things. And you have to get back to the place of what was making you happy with God. Because oftentimes the enemy does what he can to separate us. And as long as we are separate, then we become weak. Y'all don't hear us. The farther we get away from God, the weaker we become. And I have to realize that the reason why I was weak is because I wasn't praying like I usually do. I wasn't crying out to God. I wasn't intercessing like I was supposed to. And so here it is. I found myself weak. And I'm like, why am I so weak? God said, because the enemy was separating you from me. I don't know who that's for. The enemy was separating you from me. But God said, after you have went through this, I will give you strength. And strength does nothing. Watch this. What I love so much about strength is because it puts the enemy on notice that he can't come at us any kind of way. Right. Y'all don't hear us. The enemy is not going to attack where you're strong. If you are secure in your marriage, then he's not going to send you somebody in the form of adultery. Y'all gonna miss that. If you don't have a drug problem, if you don't have alcoholism that you're dealing with, then the enemy is not gonna show up there because he knows that you're strong there. The enemy only shows up where you are weak. If you got a lying tongue, then the enemy is gonna put you in situations where you're gonna lie. Y'all don't hear us on this thing tonight. And so what we have to learn is if we can learn how to build our faith and our strength in every area of our life, then it makes it harder for the enemy to creep in.
Yeah.
Because he always creep in what it is that you're dealing with. So he says, watch this, I will make you perfect, right? I will make you perfect. I will establish you. I will make you strong. And this is where I got excited at right here. This is the last thing we're going to lift up. He says, after I've done all of these things, then I will settle you.
Yeah.
Now, he made you strong. He made you perfect. He established you. All of this after you went through pain. But then he gets to the end. He says that I will settle you. Do you want to be settled? Because you have to understand that when God settles you, what are he saying? Now I'm laying the foundation. I gave you everything that you needed to be blessed, but now I'm getting ready to give you a foundation. Oh my God, somebody need to just grab their foundation right now. God say, I'm getting ready to settle you. Here it is. You've been unsettled for too long.
Yeah.
You've been going too many places. You've been teetering back and forth. You don't know what it is, how you're going to get out of it. But God say, I'm getting ready to settle you. I'm getting ready to settle you in the season. So I don't know about y'all, but I need to be settled. I need to be established. Watch this. I don't need to go to somebody else's blessing. I don't need to walk into somebody else's prosperity. But God say, after you have went through all of this, then I will settle you.
Yeah.
Foundation. Somebody shout foundation.
Foundation.
Somebody just shout foundation right there. Somebody shout foundation right there.
Foundation.
I will give you a foundation. Somebody just shout foundation right. God, give me a foundation. God, establish me a foundation. God, settle me right now. I've been unsettled in my spirit. I've been unsettled in my situation. I've been unsettled on my job. I've been unsettled in my family. God, I just need you to settle me. God, I just need you to smooth and lay this thing out right now. God, we've been going back and forth. God, I've been unstable. God, I've been in so many situations where I just feel like I'm going to lose my mind. But God, I need you right now to settle me. Give me a foundation. God, give me something to stand on and that I cannot be moved by the enemy. Not my family. Not my situation, not my job, not my pain, not my prosperity. The enemy, no, God, if you settle me, then that does not give the enemy no leadway. That does not give the devil no leadway to come into my situation. So, which pig are you? Ask yourself this question. Y'all do know the story of the 3 little pigs, right? Which pig are you? Because the story says that the first 2 pigs, the first 2 of the brothers, when they set up their foundation, they didn't have a solid foundation. So when the enemy came in, what are you saying? When the big bad wolf came in, here it is. Oh, y'all don't hear it. So which pig are you? He says, watch this. When the big bad wolf came in, he said, I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. And so the first brother, his situation grew worse because why? When he huffed and puffed, he didn't have a solid foundation. So he blew his house and he had to run to his other brother's house. Yeah. And see what happens with a lot of us, we run to the nearest and convenient place instead of going into a place where God, yeah, you better talk to me on this thing tonight. You better talk to me on this thing tonight. What happens with a lot of us, watch this, we run into another unstable environment. We run into another place, watch this, that don't have a solid foundation. We run to whoever, when we going through, we'll run to whoever answer the phone.
Made it worse.
We don't run into whoever answer the phone and not realizing that they don't have a solid foundation because the Bible, not the Bible, I'm sorry, BJ Bible, yeah, I had to stop right there. BJ Bible says, watch this, misery
loves company.
Misery
loves company.
Loves company. And so here it is, y'all don't hear some tonight. So here it is, the first of the brothers, he got his house blown down. Now, instead of going to a solid foundation, he just ran to the most convenient place. Why? Because he was seeking shelter, and he didn't realize that where he was running to was not a safe place. It was a hazardous situation. So when the devourer came, when the wolf came on that furnace, on that foundation, he blew it away because it wasn't solid. And so he takes off to the next house, to the next brother. Yeah. And I can see him in there, chilling, scared, having a pity party.
Yes, it.
Because again, BJ Bible say,
misery loves company.
Misery loves company. And so they get there, and now it's 2 of them. Here it is, the blind leading the blind.
Yep.
Going back to what you said.
The
blind leading the blind. Now it's two of them. And they're feeling a little bit better. So the wolf comes, the devourer comes, and he says, I will huff.
And I'll puff.
And I will blow your house down. And I can see him standing there like, well, we think it's going to hold up. And you sure you got it? You sure you got it? And he blows. And guess what happens?
Those two run to the other house.
Now, the second foundation is blown down. Now, this is what's crazy, because what they don't tell you growing up is that all the pigs had the same opportunity.
They did.
Somebody is missing that. They wanted to be cheap. They wanted to be convenient. They wanted to be easy. You know how folks, they so much in a hurry to say what they got before you got. Oh, I got a house before you. Oh, I got a car before you. Oh, I got a career before you. Baby, it don't matter if you the last person in line.
When
watch this.
Just saying. Just saying.
It don't matter if you the last person in line, because God say, I will make you the head
and not the tail.
And not the tail. I will place you above and not beneath. So you ain't got to worry about when people got it before you. Oh, y'all don't hear us right there. You don't have to worry about why they got the degree before you. They got the marriage before you. They got the job before you. It does not matter, because when God gets ready to bless you in this season, then there is nothing that nobody can do about it. God will take you from $10 an hour to $100,000 salary paying position. So watch this.
Baby, don't you ain't gonna even be able to count your bank.
Don't forsake where you are, because I promise you, where you are is right where God can use you. Is there anybody that say, watch this, I've been placed in the background, I've been rejected, I've been tried, I've been through all of these things, and now I need God to take me from being in last place to first place?
Yep.
Y'all don't hear us on this thing. And so I could see it, because I have to realize this. They had the same opportunity that the other brother did.
Yeah.
But he was the only one that was saying, watch this, I'm going to take my time. I know it hurts.
It took longer.
Come on now.
But I'm going to take my time.
It's heavier. It's more work.
Ooh, Lord.
I'm going to have to go through more, but it's going to benefit me in the long run.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Walk that thing.
What are you saying? Just stay in the fight. Because as long as you keep fighting, it's going to benefit you in the long run.
Yeah.
I told the enemy is already defeated. God just wants us to outlast him.
That's it.
Y'all ain't talking back to it. Muhammad Ali, he had something called the rope-a-dope. He'll let you whoop him all the fight long, make you think that you're winning, and then when you are tired, that's when he will overtake you. What are you saying? All you got to do is keep fighting. All you got to do is keep fighting. So the pig, he has the bricks. And I can see him, his brothers laughing at him. They sitting back in their houses because ain't nothing going wrong.
Right.
Ain't nothing going wrong. It's sunny outside.
Everything.
The devourer ain't came. The enemy ain't came. So it's sunny outside. Y'all better let us know if y'all being helped on this thing tonight. Y'all ain't talking back to us on tonight. So here it is. Watch this. He's hurting because he has these bricks. And it takes longer because you got to go piece by piece. You got to smooth it out.
Yeah.
You got to make sure everything is good. It have to be tested. Then you got to put bricks on top of bricks on top of bricks. So the process is longer. But do you know that, watch this, the folks that were ahead of him wound up needing him in the end?
That's it. That's how it always happens. Always happen like that. Stir that thing up.
The folks that I had the cabbage patch right there. The folks that had more than him in the beginning wind up needing him in the end. Why? Because when you take your time and let God do this thing, when you build your house on a solid foundation, here it is. Not even the gates of hell can prevail against it. So here it is. His brothers take off running because they're panicking. They're in a frenzy. They're just going crazy. So they run. And him being who he is, he opens up his doors and let them run in. And when the devourer came, when the enemy came, when the big bad wolf came, y'all better talk back to us on this thing tonight. When the big bad wolf came, what are you saying? Because God say, I will settle you. I will establish you. So he didn't have anything to worry about. Because watch this, you can blow till you blue in the face. Oh, somebody you better prophesy to yourself right there. Devil, you can try till you blue in the face. You can attack from every side. You can throw rocks at the window. You can try to go to the back door. But this house was built on a solid foundation. So as long as it is built on a solid foundation and God established me, God strengthened me, God made me perfect, God settled me, then I know that the devil cannot do nothing with me. I can keep giving God praise when I'm going through. Why? Because I was established on a solid foundation. Here it is. He said that you will be tried by fire. Y'all better, oh man, yeah, that's Bible right there. That's biblical. You will be tried by fire. You will be tried like a furnace. You will be tried, afflicted through fire. What are you saying? When you have already been processed, when you have already been castrated, when you have already been tried, when you have already been tested, then there is nothing that you have to worry about. Why? Because you have already been through the storm. And for many of you on tonight, you have already been through the storm. You have already been through the pain. And now it's time for you to walk into your prosperity. God said you have been battle tested. God said you have been battle tested. Here it is. You've earned your stripes. You've earned your scars. And now it's time for you to walk into your kingdom. So is there anybody on this thing tonight that said, I thank God that it took me longer than others?
I thank God it took me longer than others.
I thank God that it took me longer than others. Y'all better talk back to us on this thing tonight. I thank God that, watch this, I didn't marry that boyfriend that I thought was the love of my life. Y'all better talk back, because now he in and out of jail and on drugs. Y'all ain't talking back to me on this thing tonight. I thank God that I didn't get that car, because the people that got the same car, they had a recall on it. They had to take it back. Y'all better talk to me right there. I thank God that I didn't buy that house with that woman. Why? Because now she ain't got to pee in the window to throw it. Y'all ain't talking back to me on this thing tonight. So I thank God, watch this, that things didn't go my plan. I thank God that he made me wait, because they that wait up on the Lord.
Say that loud, y'all.
Y'all ain't talking back to us on tonight. Y'all ain't talking back to us on tonight. I thank God that he made me wait. I thank God that he made me work. I thank God that he tried me, because every time the enemy steps in, I got something to fall back on. I got a comfort in Jesus. Y'all ain't talking back to us on tonight. Oh my God, is there anybody? Is there anybody looking for a blessing? Is there anybody looking for a way maker? Is there anybody looking for a promise keeper? Is there anybody that know he's a light in the darkness? What I need you to understand is that when your foundation is settled in the Lord, that everything will be all right.
Everything.
I thank God that he made me wait, because everything I did on my own failed. I thank God that he made me wait, because the people that were ahead of me showed me what not to do. Y'all ain't talking back to us. Y'all ain't talking back to us. You learn what not to do looking at other folks' failed marriages. You learn what car lots not to get a car from looking at other people's situation. Y'all ain't, okay, y'all ain't gonna be real on this thing tonight. Watch this. The Bible says that a wise man learns from others' mistakes, and a fool learns from his own.
Yeah.
What are you saying? I thank God that I was sitting around waiting, looking, because they gave me an opportunity to watch what everybody else was doing. So when God blessed me with mine, I would not lose it. So, oh my God, y'all ain't hearing us on tonight. So here it is. We finna go home. The devourer gets to this pig's house, right? He gets to this pig's house. And it's crazy because by this time, he's gained confidence, because I done whooped your brother, made him run.
Yeah.
Ran to your other brother, then whooped him too. Oh man, I'm talking about my family right there. But I know since I got them, I'm going to get you too.
Yeah.
What are you saying, BJ? God is getting ready to make you the backbone of your family. God is getting ready to use you to be the glue that keeps everything together. Watch this. The devil, you might have tried it with my brother. You might have tried it with my mother. You might have tried it with my sister. But watch this. I thank God that you tried it with them, because they ran into a holy house. Yeah, oh my God. They ran into a holy house. They ran into a place of refuge. So what are you saying? As long as they hook up with me, then everything is going to be all right. I thank God that you tried it with my family, because you knew not to come to me first. Because if you would have came to me first, I would have whooped you a long time ago. But what you did, you used me as a refuge. Don't decline the calls when they call you. Answer them text messages. Respond back to them Facebook, because God is using you as the glue. Man, oh my God. God is using you as the glue. So what I need you to realize is that you're not going through this for no reason. He said, I will make you the lender and not the borrower. They're supposed to call you for money. They're supposed to call you to be able to get out of situations, because God said, I will bless you to bless others.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
I love it, because his brothers are going crazy because they see the enemy again. They see the devourer again. They see the big bad wolf again. And his brothers are going crazy, and I can see him saying, y'all chill. They're saying, how is it that you can be sitting down watching ESPN, watching the game, and the devil's at the front door? He said, listen, because unlike y'all, my house was built on a solid foundation. Brick by brick was my faith built. Piece by piece was my prosperity put together. So I don't have to run. I don't have to worry. All I got to do is sit here and laugh at the enemy. Because the Bible says that he that laughs first. Okay, yeah, they ain't going to talk back to me. And so I can see him sitting there, not worried at all. Because when you have built and established your foundation in God, there is nothing that the enemy can do with you. So as we close on tonight, we just want you guys to realize that your pain is what paved the way to your prosperity. Understand that no matter what it is you face, no matter what it is you went through, no matter what it is you've been tried, that it was only a builder of your faith. So the last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to let her close it, but the last thing I'm going to say is you're not going through this for no reason. This is not a season for no reason. God is not attacking your family. God is not attacking your job. God is not attacking your finances. He's not attacking your situation. All he is doing is building your faith, but it's piece by piece. Because if he gave it to us all at one time, we wouldn't know how to handle it. So I'm through. May God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. Joy gonna close it out for us.
Oh man.
Go and close it. I'm through.
Go ahead.
I'm through. I'm drained. I'm exhausted. Y'all don't understand. I'm intercessing for my family. So y'all have to forgive me because my heart is exposed right now. Y'all can see me sweating on this thing. Y'all, like, I am intercessing on behalf of my family, on behalf of my friends, on behalf of my future, because the devil is really trying it. He's trying all that he can. He's trying to do so much. And if I stay on here long enough, I'll break down and cry. But God say, watch this. You've been tried. Everything that you've been taught, everything that you've been trained, everything that you went through was to build you to this point. So don't lose your future with the lack of faith right now, because everything that you've been going through up until this point was to get you here. This is the ultimate test of your faith. This is the ultimate test. This is your big test. If you can outlast this, I don't know who else I'm talking to on this thing, but if God say, if you can just outlast this season, the season you're getting ready to walk into will be the greatest season of your life. But if you can just outlast this one, everything will be all right. So may God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. We love y'all so much. Thank y'all for all the encouragement. Share this. Get this word out there. Bless somebody. Let's help them, y'all. We continuing to grow. We continue to do great things. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank God so much. Thank God for Joy for coming on this thing, y'all. And just continue to pray. Just continue to fight. Listen, this is getting ready to be the most magnificent thing. I'm telling you, ask God for 3 things before the year is out, and I guarantee you he will make them manifest. I believe it. This was the year of release, and next year is going to be the year of reward. Oh my God. This was the year of release, and next year is going to be the year of reward. So may God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. Love y'all so much. Y'all share this. Get this word out there. Anything y'all want to talk about, we're going to lift it up. God bless y'all.